Welcome to the Arsenal chapter, your go-to channel for the latest Arsenal transfer news. And I'm your host, Abu Kals, and today we're going to be getting some exciting updates on Arsenal's summer transfer activities, and let's delve straight into it. And now we're going to start with Benjamin Sesko. So the new striker targets Arsenal is definitely on for the one and only Benjamin Sesko, and it will be noted that Arsenal is making significant strides in securing Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig, and the impressive aerial presence of the technical ability has been a standout performance despite a challenging season at RB Leipzig for the football player Benjamin Sesko is valued at £50 million, and Sesko is seen as a promising addition to bolster Arsenal's attack. And the Gunners are reportedly leading the race ahead of Chelsea to bring the North London Benjamin Sesko to North London. And I got some information from Sky Sports about this. I collected quite a number from different sources: Sky Sports, The Sun, and much more. So it will be noted that a lot is going on. We're also going to be talking about NKetiah and much more. As I told you before, Arsenal have advanced talks with Benjamin Sesko over this very summer transfer window about his moving to the club Arsenal, and it will be noted that it's not only Arsenal that is interested in signing him, but also Chelsea plus Manchester United. But the two other clubs are lying a bit behind as Arsenal straight into it. Now, there is something to talk about before we go to move to another wonderful target. Let's first talk about, before we talk about Victor OSIMHEN, let's talk about NKetiah. Sorry. So, NKetiah is definitely on the move, and we're going to be talking about that. So in other news, NKetiah might be on the way out of the Emirates, and with several Premier League clubs including Wolves, Everton, Crystal Palace and Fulham expressing quite a lot of interest in the football player, Arsenal could part ways with NKetiah if they receive an offer that is exceeding £30 million. This move could create the necessary space and funds for a new signing. And actually, I think it would be a great idea if Arsenal go on and do this. But NKetiah has been a crucial part of Arsenal's squad, and we definitely know that. So, aligning with the club's strategy to rejuvenate their forward options, it will be noted that Arsenal are in advanced talks with Benjamin Sesko, as I told you, over this summer transfer window. And now the fact that NKetiah is heading for an exit, could be leaving the club Arsenal. That means that more fans could be aligned for the football player to be part of the Arsenal squad. There's a lot to talk about. There's Victor OSIMHEN, a bit about Ivan Toney. A lot has to be talked about. But Ivan Toney was a big target, but at this moment in time, I don't think Arsenal are very much into it. Though it's come back a bit in the news, Ivan Toney. So let's talk a little bit now about Victor OSIMHEN and his potential move to Arsenal, because it's also been making rounds, hasn't it? So that's a dream signing, that's a dream signing. So Victor OSIMHEN remains a key target for Arsenal as they look to add a marquee striker to their ranks. And following Paris Saint-Germain's withdrawal from the race, Arsenal's chances to sign their prolific Napoli forward have definitely gone on and increased, although Chelsea remains a strong competitor. Victor OSIMHEN's potential arrival could significantly enhance Arsenal's attacking prowess, making him a dream signing for many fans. And I will pose a question to you. Would you like Victor OSIMHEN to come to the club Arsenal? Would you like him to move to Arsenal? That is a question for you. Victor OSIMHEN, knowing that Chelsea have always wanted him, and his availability now puts Chelsea and Arsenal into a competition of the player, and we hope and think that things could go on quite well for Arsenal if they go on and sign the football player, because he will definitely be a good one as Arsenal is in a line of a striker. Having said that, you'll remember that Alexander Isak from Newcastle United was one of those football players that were targeted, very much targeted by the club Arsenal. And Arsenal wanted to go on and sign him on a permanent deal. But Arsenal has been scared away by the price that has gone on to increase, and now it is more than £120 million. So now the question is really, because honestly speaking, Victor Osimhen isn't a cheaper option, but he's a good one. He's a very good football player, but I don't see him as a cheaper option either. He's very expensive, but if you need to compete for the Premier League title, then you've got to spend a bit of cash, you've got to spend a bit of money. And I think that's what the club Arsenal is trying to do, spend money and get the best out of these football players. And if you get the best football players, then you reliably compete. Having seen how the last season went, the last season didn't go very well. I must say, it didn't end with Arsenal being number one in the sport, but it ended with Arsenal being number two, and also a 2-point difference, and that can't be taken for granted. Manchester City, that was hoping to take the treble, that did not happen. Only took the Premier League, but even then when it took the Premier League title, it will be noted that the difference between Arsenal and Manchester City was very, very small. And was it not for that game that ended 2-0 in favor of Aston Villa, Arsenal would have taken the Premier League title, and Manchester City would have gone home hands with empty hands, I must say. Anyway, let's hope things are quite going on quite well with you, and I must say, with everything that's going on, we've been talking about Victor Osimhen, we've been talking about Benjamin Sesko, and also NKetiah, and these three wonderful football players are really in the transfer news today, and let's hope everything will go on quite well for Arsenal, and these transfers can happen. As Crystal Palace really go on and say they want Arsenal's NKetiah, I will still pose a question to you and ask you, what do you think about this? Do you think NKetiah should leave Arsenal? Because this is definitely something that that we need to try and understand, yeah? Because should NKetiah go on? Should NKetiah go on and sign for Crystal Palace? And loads of clubs are interested in him, yeah? But the question is, because he was a crucial football player in the last season and the seasons before. I mean, you need, even though when he's not starting, yeah, you need that kind of football player, because when he gets to the pitch, definitely he comes on as a different football player. When he gets to the grounds, when he gets to the pitch, he's a very, very different one. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Because he comes in, he's not the main player, but you want your side player. You want the next football player. You want your substitute to come in and make an impact. And that is what the player, NKetiah, has been doing for a long period of time. So let's hope things will move on quite well for Arsenal as a club, and they can finish up those the transfers of Victor OSIMHEN and possibly Benjamin Sesko. Otherwise, my name is Abu Kauls, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on what I've got to bring to you as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right? About here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host Abu Kauls. Thank you and goodbye for now.